reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for a first down pickup.
I don't know what I'd be able to do if he had if I had to keep him a playmaker. I was like crying.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. It's not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Oh.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact.
I have to use that possession catch whenever it's like that. I keep forgetting.
That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he will have a Steelers first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
He barely had that.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Yeah.
He'll look to throw. And
what?
It is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to take it in.
Thank you. I'm so glad he caught that. I was like, if he drops this, I'm benching him, putting the other guy in.
With his first career touchdown and his first career
It's not the
game.
best.
And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Ravens 10, Steelers 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again.
I thought you were going to hit your fucking running back.
All the way up to the 45-yard line.
Off on defense.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
on 2nd and 9. Jackson. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Alex Highsmith just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, Jackson.
Wow.
Right
Nice
side here, and that's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16.
I can't
but they
believe my
get
guy
the
just let
conversion
go of that.
anyway. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Operating from the gun.
Sorry,
Jackson.
Andy.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 30.
As soon as I saw you were lined up and
Devin Bush
open, I was like, oh,
gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2. Much more manageable. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. That's out to the left and complete. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
First down.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown.
From 21 yards away. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Lining up for the extra.
Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well.
My guy didn't react.
And intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. From the gun, Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. The 40. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
And he will find his man on the end route, complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. This will be caught by his big wide receiver. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. CD for them. This has just been a here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd.
I hit it and it just ran out.
Some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So with the missed PAT in his rear
sometimes I don't
he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line. Next drive. Yeah, last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Jackson's
now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
First down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taken about 7 yards deep, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Jackson.
Cover 6.
Complete. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A first down and then some. Give them 29 yards.
The Raven first down.
From the gun, Jackson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Number 14.
A gain of 37. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
I thought you were going to run it, and then I saw where Deion Jones was, and he was in the spy, so I was like, okay, well.
By the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And all the way to the opposite 48.
He's kind of amusing watching him run.
Time for Pittsburgh. 41 yards.
Yeah.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you.
Oh, dear God.
Exactly what
My guy didn't hold that block worth a damn.
First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there. And then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
And they'll try to run the option here.
Okay.
6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down. A little
weird-ass
right
animation.
there, and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that was about all he was going to get.
Right?
Nice job protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
God damn.
2nd and 4. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. He'll drop to throw.
Oh, my God. How does he get in front of that guy?
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
God.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel.
He's 6'8".
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his
I should have
second
high-pointed
season.
it.
He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Alex Highsmith there on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
7-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
Whoa.
Taken in by Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Down Ravens.
No, that was covered. That was a blitz, I believe.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
At the Steelers' 41-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Yannick Ngakoue picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases.
Super gently.
He's going upfield, coming underneath.
He's kind of like,
He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. That's It's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Ravens 17, Steelers 13.
Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do it.
If I didn't hit the speed burst, I think I might have been able to break that off a little further. But I hit that speed burst so fast.
In what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete.
Back into Castro.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Definitely.
1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll drop to throw. Space to maneuver at the 40. Open here, Adam Thielen. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty.
At the 41-yard line.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Oh, my
And
fucking
he will not
line.
make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
I don't think so.
Defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
On the carry.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
How fast does Lamar breathe? Okay.
Jackson.
Oh my God, I read it.
Open man right side is his running back. It's complete downfield.
I just moved
and
weird.
He finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big-time 3rd down play for the Ravens. 43 yards.
Good
So
play.
how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Going for the deep ball. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And this one will be brought back to the 22. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. He's going to rifle.
Oh my God! What?
Side. And that is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking
Oh
up
my
on
God!
it. Unable to
He had him beat right off the line. I was like, "Oh, that's touchdown."
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
No. What? I was really under pressure.
Incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that will be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers,
when
I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's
his
A.J. Cole
really pissed me
as
off.
he's on to punt for Pittsburgh.
He didn't do that shit last year.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
Yes, certainly.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devin Bush able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson, open man is Duvernay.
I was right there, but Devin Bush didn't run whenever I went to get him
him up for 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Jackson to throw on 3rd down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. midfield now. Here's Jackson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
At the 32-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it.
Oh, dear God.
That is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try to run it in, going option right. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. You can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Chuck.
Yeah, I was like, God damn it.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting.
I have a feeling it's going to be a rough year.
And turn it into positives moving forward.
I was talking to Storts last night about it. I was like, I just made it to. I was like, I'm going to lose a lot this year.
Why not just take a knee there?
I was like, I had one really good year.
Why you would take any sort of a chance? We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
True.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory.
Yeah, it's already.
And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back,
really?
Isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason?
Shit, I can't remember.
Yeah,
I did look, but I just
preseason,
can't think of them
it's
right now.
preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the
Good
rosters
game,
and figure
Brisky.
out who's going to
That was a hell of a
play.
game.
Maybe the starters don't play as much. Now,
I'm just glad my rookie scored. I like that tight end.
First whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you.
Yeah, both those tight ends are really good.
So for Baltimore,
that one, his overall's not good at all, though.
On the road, you can't ask for
man,
much
there's
more
damn
than that
overthrown.
To start the year. And they'll head back home next week
that was
to
a killer.
take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat.
Oh, he needs to level up
more.
more.
Make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
All right, Brer, I'm going to hop off and put something on. watch something with the woman. All right, later, man.